Greetings, everyone! Have you ever wondered what could be the true secret to happiness? Well, so do I. But I think I finally found out the secret. So it's up to you if you're going to listen to the guy who's hiding his depression behind a puppet or not. So, I have observed all kinds of people throughout my life, and it seems the key to happiness is... Oh, who am I kidding? You already read the fucking title. Well, okay then, it's balance. No, not that kind of balance. Though, of course, avoiding that would also make you happier. I'm more talking about balance in all lifestyle choices. Limit your happiness to in between. But wait, doesn't that contradict the whole point? Won't having less happiness now result in less happiness? Well, I'm glad you asked, my split mental personality. Yeah, for now. But as with all lifestyles today, I will explain why balance keeps you both happy in the present and the future. So no YOLO guys here. YOLO! Too much of anything, even happiness, can always harm you or someone else in some way. But also taking too little of it can have its own regrets. Right, let's get to examples. Some people might search for happiness constantly to hide their sadness, right? Though being constantly happy can lead to ignorance and per se a weird form of addiction to happiness. The more you take in of something that makes you happy without moderation, the less happiness it will give you next time, and you will either want more of it or instantly jump to the something else that makes you happy and drain it out of the effect as well. That is why money is such a popular choice. Alone, it won't give you any happiness, but you can always buy something new with it. But the problem is, if you become rich, you might run out of materialistic objects to buy that would sustain you for happiness. So constantly feeding your happiness is only temporary. Some choose to avoid anything that makes them unhappy and troubles their way of happy lifestyle.
I know this steak doesn't exist. I know that when I put it in my mouth, the Matrix is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realize? Ignorance is bliss.
Even if it's just their caring friend trying to give them a different perspective. No, you're not, you fucking bitch. But once they can no longer ignore their reality, their lifestyle might shatter in an instant, and the person might fall into depression. Then nothing would give them happiness at all.
Oh, everything is so fucking okay in this world. I feel so happy, and everything makes me laugh.
Bob, you gotta help me. I've been shot. Babe, look at yourself. You're bleeding. Isn't that hilarious? Lighten up a bit. That's the most common form of comedy. Slapstick and pain. Bob, I don't have much time left. My lone shark is on his way. That reminds me. I gotta watch some Street Sharks. I seen that rerun only 3 times. God damn you, Bob. However, focusing too much on reality isn't a good choice either. We need comic reliefs and at least some amount of ignorance in our lives. There's only that much a person can handle while facing the hard reality we humans created for ourselves, before we can actually turn to constant depression, ignoring any form of comedy or happiness. Oh, look at this little puppy Pop. Why do we enslave animals for our own amusement when we could be spending that time helping the hungry? What are you talking about, Pop? I just want you to cheer up. How can I cheer up when all of you ignorant people constantly forget how we drain Earth's natural resources? You're making me feel real uncomfortable, Pop. Every breath I take, I make the world a worse place. Such people might even want to spread their misery through words or violence. A lot of people like us can relate to them, so cynical comedy is born. Though sharing violence usually leads to this.
Have you noticed the trend? It's ironic offense.
So then, let's talk how balance works. Most people are into all or nothing. But balance requires you to take at least some of it, while also having strong enough will to resist more of it. Too much of alcohol will turn you into a drunk gopnik. No alcohol at all might turn you into a self-righteous death of a party. Experiment.
Everyone has AIDS. My grandma and my dog go blue. The Pope has got it and so do you. Come on everybody, we got quilting to do. We're gonna break down these barricades.
But not too much. You gotta know the right time for it as well, while also using common sense if it's for you. Don't just instantly go try it out at the wrong time or age. After all, there's gotta be balance in experimenting as well.
Oh, hey, Billy. What are you doing here?
I'd like to buy some tampons!
Well, here you go, Billy.
What's even more confusing? There's gotta be balance in balance as well. Because too much balance means you won't give it your all once in a while, which also is a key to improvement and achievements. Confusing, isn't it? But trust this emotionless puppet. I've seen it again and again. Life is a lot more complicated than you might think. It may seem a bit too ignorant for those true to reality, and a bit boring for those who spend all of their day searching for entertainment. But such lifestyle will save those focused too much on reality from current depression, and those focused on taking as much entertainment as possible until you run out of it, leading to future depression. In conclusion, balance helps, but this form of lifestyle requires strong will and attitude. So if you'll find a person like that, share this video with him, for I am in no condition to live like that myself. Now, time to binge watch every Kitty 0706 video and cry that I wasted an entire week afterwards. See ya! Okay, today's question comes from IDBBZ. What you have to understand is that gender roles depend exclusively on the psychology of individuals. See, gender roles weren't invented by men, but are already implemented in our DNA. We got them from nature. Thus, they still apply for today's society and will probably until we evolve. First of all, I didn't say they were invented by men. They were invented by humans who needed to evolve around the nature we're living in. And if you see that somehow affects our DNA and we evolve around it, then I gotta say, we already tamed nature thousands of years ago. We definitely evolved out of that state, so we no longer need those gender roles. Thank you for your statement. I lack the knowledge in DNA science, but that's how I see it.
You, friends, fun, drink, hot girls, you're hot, drink more, expensive cars, ass, drink, ass, money, you in a tuxedo, threesome, vodka, pussy, drink, 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 you, drink, Vegas, fun, pussy, you in a tuxedo, this girl, vodka, drink, 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 drink it all, you pussy, more tuxedos, more cars, more pussy, more vodka, drink, drink, drink. Please drink responsibly.